Champione, champione, ole, 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 champione. Come on, come on. Wait, this is a film channel. Right, context. This is recorded on, what's that, 25th of May? We just lifted the trophy. My wallpaper's all set up. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, yeah. What are you talking about? Move, man. Move, man. If you lot don't know about football, it's just so weird. But 22 years, bro. 22 years. Right. I can't wear this. It is way too hot for this. I can't. But just for that little bit. You guys need to know who's in charge of London, in charge of the world right now. Right, talking about Wasteman. Before I start acting like a Wasteman. Oh my god, Arsenal! Fuck, okay, sorry. Yeah, this film, I actually had a lot of like anticipation for it. I think the trailers had been out for, I want to say a couple months. Like, as I'm going to the cinema, I basically go every week. So I'm constantly seeing that trailer, and it's got the actors that I like from The Long Walk. Anticipation that I felt for this film was massive. I don't know if it's just because, like, you know, the UK, it's based in the UK, close to home sort of, but like, at the same time, I'm not a fucking criminal, so it's not close to home. I don't know anyone that's a criminal. It was just the setting, familiarity of the way people speak, I guess, and yeah, the setting, like in general, like who doesn't want to see a different side to humanity? There's so many different ways that they use to immerse you into the culture of a prison, and it was just, yeah, fantastic. We'll get into it.
Let's do it.
But yeah, as I said, the UK element helps. I think it's a weird sentence to say, but like I actually like put myself in his shoes as I watched it, and I don't think that's a common reaction for me when it comes to films. Like, I'm not very, oh god, I'm not very empathetic, if that makes sense. But like I can't put myself in someone's shoes, really. It's funny, I think I can at points, but you know, some people, I feel like they really feel someone else's emotions, and if they're sad, they'll feel sad. If, you know, they're happy, they'll be happy. I'm not really that kind of person. It was the way they made Taylor so a bit of a bitch throughout. Like, he's so timid. Like, they managed to keep that consistent feel to him of like, he shouldn't be in there anymore. Like, he's not like the others. You're constantly seeing footage of other people on their phones. The phones part is so crucial in this film. I really loved it. On their phones, just beating people up, or just smoking, or doing whatever criminal shit they're doing in there. He just wants to go home. Like, he's done. Like, he ain't about that anymore. And I don't think he really was. I can't remember the reason he was in prison, but it was one of them typical, like, I just made a mistake sort of thing. I don't know if he killed anyone. I did watch this a while ago. He's all sad throughout. He gets that call and he's like, oh my god, I can go home and see my son. The son throughout, like, him calling home and being like, oh, I'm coming out soon. Do you see what I mean? He's so timid and shy almost, and it's like, how did he fucking get in prison? The rest of them are just beating each other up. So then when he gets this new roommate, shall we say, there was an element of like, oh, okay, just stay out of my way, but I won't enforce anything, because this guy D, the Tom Blythe fucking plays him, yeah, he comes in immediately. Yeah, that's a prisoner. Tattoos everywhere. Yeah, you can tell he's just a prisoner. He needs to be in there. he has to stay there. But yeah, that was quite funny. He just kind of came in, set up all his snacks, bang, done. Took the top bunk, everything. Going back to the fact that I managed to put myself in his shoes, they really brought across the sympathy that I should be feeling for him. He just didn't want to get involved in any of that, and I think it was just so crucial that it was shown that way. Or else there's no point watching it. You're just like, oh, okay, this guy wants to, because like you can have that on paper, you can write that in a script and say this guy needs to get out because of his son. He's got like a couple of days left. On paper, that's like it's very basic but you need to deliver it well. And I think that's why I like The Long Walk or films like this, because it's just a simple premise. They just hyper focus on the things that they need to get this story across. It's not, this needs to be the most convoluting script ever. The film is just very linear. It's like going about and then bang, plot twist at the end of the film, which we'll get to that. It just needed to go that way, or else you're not going to feel anything. You don't want to watch the film. You don't want to see where he goes, like see how he gets out, or if he gets out. Those tense moments don't work. So yeah, no, for me, I don't know, it was the most immersed and empathetic I felt for a character in a very long time. Showing that he clearly doesn't have the balls to get involved in any sort of fights was so good, because that end few scenes, it needed all of that. It needed that setup. The fact that he didn't want to get involved when Dee got beat up and Serial. Nah man. I'm sorry, if you're putting Serial on my head, videoing it, sending it around.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
I actually don't blame Dee for wanting to do what he wanted to do to them, because as a man, like, even I'm not even here. I don't like all of this ego, hyper masculinity thing. I don't do all of that. That's nonsense. You can't get smacked up and then someone pours cereal on your head top. I'm sorry. That is, oh my god. I don't know what I would do. I really don't know what I would do. He needed help from Taylor. Like, yeah, he was really trying it, really pushing it. And I was gonna say I would do the same, but that video was so like demasculating, yeah. So why wouldn't you want to get your get back? But I wasn't like on his side. Like, it wasn't to that level. It was more like, okay, the villain's got a good reason to want to do this. The best aspect was the phone cameras, and you know how they would kind of use it as like, B-roll to go to the next scene. Just different scenarios in a prison, like maybe a prisoner, they're smoking some stuff or whatever, just chilling, doing weights or whatever. Just different scenarios within the prison that I just thought really helped with the immersion. And then again, if you're not immersed, you're not gonna watch it. You're not gonna stay interested. You're not gonna be like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? I really felt like I was in a prison. Yeah, it was just the aspect of the phone cam, because I think that is a very big part of today's prison. I've seen a few prison TikToks and stuff like that, and I'm like, how do you even allow them to download TikTok and make accounts and like, very realistic to today's prison world. So again, adding to the immersion. You needed it big time. It just emphasized how messed up prison can be. If you don't show all these different scenarios of people, you know, beating the shit out of each other, selling all these drugs within, and oh yeah, even the main character, he's struggling with like drug addiction. So even his personal battle was so crazy to see, because I like films where it ends in a way, we should get to the ending actually. It ends in a way where you just wonder how he got on. You just wonder, like, not you don't need a sequel necessarily, but you just wonder how he got on. How is he alright? Like, has he seen his son? Did he get back with the girl? Like, just, you alright, mate? But the ending, so perfectly done, because if you don't see the fact that he didn't get involved in that first fight between two other drug dealers and Dee, you don't get that shock of like, oh my god, he's fighting Dee. He's drugged him, but he's fighting him. This is crazy. He's actually grown some balls. He's like, this is the end. Like, if I don't do this, I'm not going home. They tried to give him a knife as well. Like, of course he's not going to use that. Dee's actually an idiot. So I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah, it was the whole build up of, I'm gonna go to the guy's room, do the normal haircut like I normally do. You're expecting he's gonna do it. His hands are shaking, everything's quaking. The movie's making, sorry, I'm trying to rhyme. But yeah, no, he doesn't do anything. And you're like, huh? What you think is meaningless, of like him making him a drink or something like that, he's drugged him. So he's gone back to the room, big reveal, I ain't done it. Here's the knife or whatever, I ain't done it. how's that tea or how's that soup or whatever you made? And you're like, oh, he locked in, because he hasn't shown any signs of this throughout. But then you see he's still got some fight to him, D. I'm like, hold up. Normally, I can see the ending of a film miles away. Most films. And that's why they don't get a reaction out of me. There's so many films I've watched with just basic ending to the point where I'm just not gonna review it. With this channel, I'm not gonna review films where I didn't feel anything. Like I just felt, oh yeah, that's alright. Like this, I can say there was a build up in terms of seeing the trailers. I was gassed to see it. It's got actors I like. Throughout, I was immersed. The different film techniques with just a heavy emphasis on technology, the online world in the prison, and how crucial that was for how fights start and people getting along with each other. So the fact that I was like, oh my god, please, like every time they were fighting, punch, grabbing a knife, I was there like, no, I wasn't. I was in the cinema, and I just sat there like, I'm quite like not animated when I'm in the cinema. Like most people shouldn't be. Personally, if you're making noise, get out. Oh, there was one sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. But no, there was one film that I watched. It was just, basically, it was not funny. Like, to me, it was just not funny. But there was a woman behind me, or I think she was in front of me. Yeah, in front, down below. Just cackling. Shut up. It's not funny. I think it was a film with Zazie Beetz. I'll put it in the edit. I hated that film. I'm not making a review on that. But yeah, the immersion, the build-up, the tension, making me think that he was gonna die at some point. It's like, oh, the jeopardy was it's up there, man. Like they could have very easily just gotten Tyler to just smack him up because he's weakened with poison, whatever. Nah, man, that's not realistic. This guy is timid. Like this guy he's skinny. Like he doesn't look like he works out or anything. He's just, again, as I said, he shouldn't be in prison. This guy is not, he's not about it. He's not trying to scrap. Seeing him struggle still with a guy that's been drugged. Yes, he's stronger than you. Yes, he's more intense, more imposing, and he's about this life. Like he will shank a bitch. It's just the fact that he struggled even with that. I thought it just brought an extra element of realism in the film that it really needed. Or else I would have been like, oh, that's a bit easy. And then you don't get that payoff. Yeah, no, I was just really impressed with it because films don't get me to be empathetic and feel like I'm inside the film. And there's just one location. There is so many different locations in, like, I don't know, a Marvel film. That's where my head always goes to. You might be in Nigeria, like at the beginning of Civil War. Then you're in Avengers Tower, and then the airport. It's basic. It's like most films will just bounce around, and that's completely fine. But I think it's more impressive when a film is limited to one location and can make me feel that good about it. Yeah, stamp bits. That emphasis on that male energy of that. The thing that gets people in prison, the thing that gets most men in prison is, I'd say, ego. Just wanting to scrap someone because, I don't know, you think they wronged you. Just the other day, oh my god, this is such good timing. This is horrible, actually. Should I say the location? Does it matter? Yeah, just the other day I was in Cambridge and we just sat down in the park. I was with someone. I hear a smack behind me. Like, it was such a, like, it was a horrible sound. Like, it was like a smack mixed with a crack. And I turn around and this guy is like bleeding from the nose, like on the floor, just he barely looks conscious. Because I think it was 3 people. The one guy, he just kicked him in the head, and I was just like, there is no way I just heard that. I'm seeing that. I can see the blood coming. Like, the guy's not. It was horrible. It was actually horrible. I felt like I was in GTA. I can't lie. Just NPCs doing dumb shit. Yeah, man. That moment encapsulated prison. Just, I don't know. Maybe you've had a little disagreement. Someone says something you don't like. There's no need for it. That's why you go prison. I hope that guy's gone prison. How did that even come up? No, it was just, yeah. As I get. Go ahead, you got it. As I said, it is a stupid alpha male thinking. It's like, oh, you offended me. Oh, I beat you up. But yeah, it's stupid. You just look like a caveman. Maybe that's why I was so like in his shoes, because I hate that shit. I don't. Maybe I would have. I'm not as timid as him. I think he doesn't back himself at all. But yeah, I just hate. I'm not involved with stuff like that. Like, leave me alone. I wanna go home. I wanna focus on the important stuff. You know, family, friends, whatever. Yeah, no, great film. Loved it. I think 8 out of 10. Yeah, that's it. Champione, champione, ole, ole.